So for about 2 months, it has done nothing but rain in the UK. In fact, it's 10 straight weekends that it has rained when I've wanted to film. So this is the first video I've managed to film, I think, since I've turned amateur, and that was on the 1st of February. So I'm going to go out today and I'm going to show you my new irons, and I'm going to tell you why I've changed to them, but mainly talent, or more in my case, lack of talent. So welcome back to the channel. For those of you new here, my name's Lee Whitaker. I am an ex-pro trainee. I did 2 years as a PJ Pro, and then in February I got my amateur status back, went back to a 4 handicap. That's now gone up to 5, and I'm hoping by June to be about 10. I think a natural handicap for where I am at the moment is probably 8 or 9, but we'll have to wait and see. I've got quite a lot of low scores to come off. But the purpose of today's video is to show you my new irons. Now, those who have followed me for ages know that I'm now sponsored by Wilson. Big thank you and shout out to Wilson for that. But I used to play the blades. I was fitted into the blades, and when I turned pro with blades, I played blades as a pro. But now my golf is not good enough to play blades, basically because I don't play enough. So today I'm going to show you what I am playing. They are, of course, Wilsons, but they aren't blades. Far from it, actually. Far from it. So I did play the Wilson Pro Staff blades, and I'm just going to go up the first here at Whitstone Bay and tell you and show you what I am now playing. Hopefully hit a good one. And that shot is really why I've changed to these clubs, because I didn't hit it very well. Not had a warm up, just pitched up, got the camera out, got the clubs out, and swang a club, the first swing, at a ball. Went into the centre of the fairway. Alright, it's not travelled a million miles, but it'll do, it's in play. Now, had that been the blade, there is no way I would have gone that far, because I towed that massively. But I've now got forgiving golf clubs, and this all really came about because after I turned amateur and I started playing golf, I wasn't really getting on with the blades, like I said, and I had to go away and put in the Tacoma irons that I got sent from Tacoma, actually, to give myself a bit more forgiveness. Now, this year's releases of Wilson have given us a new blade, a new CB, a new ultra forgiving golf club, and there's also one in the middle. Now, Wilson sent me all of those clubs as a part of a media pack, and I will get around to reviewing those, but they never sent me this one. So I messaged Max, who's the media marketing manager at Wilson, and asked him if he would send me a set of these clubs spec'd for me so I can replace the blades, and they are the Wilson Dynapower Forged. Now, these are a lot thicker than my current blades, and what I want from that is a bit of forgiveness. However, it is taking me a while to get used to these, because I'm not used to something so big and clunky. But one thing it is when I don't hit it right, they certainly help. Unless you fat the shit out. Nothing is helping that. Nothing. Nothing at all. But I need some serious work on my golf, and I'm glad I've got these in the bag. And sometimes I think about it, was I hitting it any worse with the blades? Actually, I was probably hitting it better, as silly as it sounds, because I have to concentrate more. But with these, I kind of feel myself losing concentration a bit sometimes, because I think, well, the club will help me. But like that last shot, second to last shot, you will see that it doesn't matter what club is in your hand. If you swing it like a dick, the result will follow. From 7 down, you get these like speed pockets, these cutouts in the bottom of the iron. They're there to help ball speed when you hit it a little bit low in the face. And I've found in the 2 months that I've been using these, or month or so I've used these, that definitely helps. But it does add a little bit of spin for me, and it sort of balloons up a bit. And this is a little bit why I don't particularly like these clubs over blades. But at the moment, the forgiveness it's giving me is definitely offsetting the playability that I'm losing, so to speak, by playing them. But I'm not good enough to have that playability. At the back, you know, it's pretty nice. It's got the WS for Wilson Staff in this cavity. Dynapower 4 is on the back. They are definitely a good go-between between the CB, the Staff blade in CB, and the actual Dynapower irons, the really thick and chunky ones. Right, third hole at Whitstone Bay, par 3, hardest par 3 on the planet. When confidence goes in golf, it literally is the most mentally draining sport in the world, and my short game at the moment has gone. I recently went away to France with Dan and Lester, played in an event put on by Graham Roof at Bonjour Golf, really good. Check out the link in the description about them. But like, my chipping, it's gone. Really gone. No confidence at all. I was hybrid putting from like 50 yards. I was putting, it's just gone. And it's awful. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video, my irons. What have I got? Well, I've got 4 to pitching wedge. And I played 4 to pitching wedge. And then I have 2 iron, hybrid, 3 wood driver. I've gone back down to 2 wedges, so I've got a 50 and a 60, but I do have a 54 that can swap between that and the 2 iron. So yeah, I've got 4 iron to pitching wedge in these. The shaft is same shaft as I had in the blade. It's a KBS Tour 130X C taper. I actually feel like it could possibly be a little bit heavy now, because the head's a bit heavier than or it feels a bit heavier than the blade. So the club feels like it's heavier. I think I gave it to Dan and he was like, ugh. So I think that could arguably be slowing me down slightly with these, because I don't feel like I've gained any distance. Considering they're stronger lofts, I've just not gained any distance with it. If anything, I could arguably say I'm losing a bit of distance. So I'm toying with the idea of maybe going to graphite shafts. I know Leicester is in graphite shafts at the moment. So I am toying with that idea, and I am hot. I need to take off 2 layers here. Taking off the mid layer, putting the coat back on. It's not that warm, but you know, you got to stay relatively warm in this. Right, so I'm gonna have 4 iron up this par 4. It's not a long par 4, it's about 280. It's drivable in the summer, is uphill, probably plays a bit longer than that, but definitely drivable in the summer. But it's not the summer, it's the middle of winter still. Well, it's not, it's spring, but it's rained that much, it might as well be. Right, 4 iron. I can definitely feel the weight in this head. And because of my lack of confidence, I'm aiming left and playing for a fade, because I'm very weak with these. I lost a lot of shots right, so my game needs some work, and I think having these irons in the bag for me will definitely help me get my confidence back. Once I get used to them, I just might need to lighten them a little bit. But all in all, so far, I have to say they feel and sound brilliant. Like, as good as the blade. Oh, no, okay, I might be lying. They sound as good as the blade. They don't feel as good as the blade, but they feel good because they are forged. So you're getting that soft, buttery, forged feel with them. Now, a quick side note for those of you who have been, are is probably a strong word because I'm not putting anything out, have been avid followers of mine. I just want to say a big thank you for sticking with me. The subscribers are slowly creeping up. They're near 13,000 now, which is phenomenal. So a big thank you to staying around with me. I am going to be putting out more videos once the weather improves now, and we've gone into summertime, so I can come out after work at the same time and maybe just get a couple of holes in, do a review. I've got loads of stuff I need to do. I've got the Cali irons, they've sent me those, I've got to review. I've got to review all the Wilson stuff, and then I need to speak nicely to Dan and maybe get my hands on some of the new Callaway and TaylorMade stuff to do reviews, because I know some people like my reviews, they like how honest I am about them. So that's come in, and I'm also going to, once my handicap's settled and I know what I'm playing at, which is probably going to be around 8 to 10 as a guess, we might do a little series that tries to get me down to back down to 4. I think that's doable. It's certainly where I was when I turned pro, but I was playing a lot then. I'm not playing a lot now. I'm lucky if I get out twice a week. I'm gonna go this way because look at that view. One thing Whitsunday Bay gives you is stunning views, and to be fair, it's held up pretty well considering the water it's had on it. It's not really closed that much. It just hasn't stopped raining to be able to get out and film. Now, I've not played any club competitions since I turned pro, or since I've gone back to amateur. And it's something I want to start doing, and now that I've got this iPhone microphone set up, I'm probably going to video my rounds a little bit more, my competition rounds, and just show you how I'm getting on, and maybe talk over them a little bit, because it's easy to carry that around. Right, I'm out of breath, I'm unfit. About 130 into this flag. Should be an easy 9-iron, but just do not feel confident at all hitting any type of golf ball. That's the weak one that loses it to the right. It's just awful. Losing them to the right. Now, I spoke to Dan about this, and he said that these could be too far, because I'm a 2-degree flat player, but depends on the lie of the clubs, and if these are a little bit flatter, that could be why I'm losing it to the right. I more think it's because I'm absolutely rubbish at golf at the moment. Let's have another go at that. That's a better shot. Rotating the body through. That's better. I can get very armsy, get the body stuck a little bit. It's just the way I've always played golf. So this has been a little bit of a channel update, a little bit of the clubs I'm playing now. We'll do a what's in the bag later in the year, because I do want to change my wedges to the new Wilson wedges. I do have a different 2-iron in the bag that isn't Wilson, purely because I just want to try it. Something Lester has concocted for me, which actually works really nicely when I'm swinging it okay. But all in all, that's where I am. My golf is not great at the minute, getting around but not scoring well enough, and that's why I've got these wonderful Dynapower irons in the bag, the Dynapower 4s. Now, who are these for? To be honest, anybody. Like, I would, at the time of when I got these, I'd consider myself a pretty decent golfer. I'm very hot and cold. I can be brilliant, I can be absolutely awful, I can be anything in between. And I think these work perfectly fine for me. And I think if you're an 18 handicapper and you want to start progressing into a bit of a better iron, but you're not like Blade CB level yet, go and take a look at these, because they sound and feel fantastic. And there's this new system that Wilson have got for fitting, which should really help people get fit into the right golf club as well. Just go and find a Wilson fitter, and I know they're not as prominent as everywhere else, but with this, I'm happy with them. I'll say that. Do they look as pretty as my blades? No. Do I like looking down at them as much as I used to like looking at the blades? No. But I've got the blades there for when and if I ever decide to play golf properly again. So there we are. That is what I am playing this year, or for the foreseeable future anyway, is the new Wilson Dynapower Forged. If my golf improves, then the blades could come back out, because they are fit for me, they're the same spec. But at the minute, it's definitely a cry for help, and that's why I've gone to them. I'm not ashamed or afraid of saying things like that on YouTube. I think people who've followed me long enough know that my golf is very hit and miss, and having something like this can only aid my golf and help me get my confidence back, because that's what it is. I know I've got the ability to score good scores, I just haven't got the mental confidence to do it. And once my head goes, that's me done. Anyway, hope you've liked the video. Please do like and subscribe. Please do continue to follow me, and I'll see you all on the next video.